Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about our faves Thami and Uzithobile. Now guys, on the latest episode, the second half of the show, we know that the couples, or for some of us who don't know, the couples are at a place where they are few days away from making a decision of whether they're going to remain married or they're going to separate. So they were given a 1 week period where they don't see one another. I guess they don't physically meet up, but then they just text and call one another, I guess, or video calls or whatever. So within this 1 week, then the couples are supposed to meet up with a friend or family and discuss decision day. So Uzithobile and Thami is doing that. Thami meets up with his friend Troy to talk about decision day. And one thing I actually enjoyed about Thami is him actually admitting that, listen, he has not been the best husband from the get-go, you guys. And I'm like, Auntie Thami, you see yourself. Sometimes I'm like, Thami is not as oblivious as some of us think to be, or should I say, as I thought he's like. Even the whole when he went to the men's clinic, I was so surprised because it's so not a Zulu thing to do. So Thami kind of confuses me because he's so traditional, and at the same time he's kind of not. So I guess he's just trying to strike a balance between the two. But he meets up with his friend and he has a conversation about him marrying Uzithobile. Now Thami has been honest, you guys, which he does actually want to continue things with Uzithobile. The person who hasn't been so sure in this relationship is Uzithobile. But there's something that Thami speaks about, and guys, this is such an important factor and such an important thing when it comes to marriage and relationships. Things like children, guys, that is such a deal breaker. I think, in all honesty, if Thami would say, for instance, if Uzithobile said to Thami, I can't have children, I would not judge Thami for saying, I can't be with Uzithobile because she can't have children. It's a sensitive issue, but as an individual, you know the things that you want for yourself. If you want more children, like being with a person who can't have children or does not want to have children, why would you put yourself in such a situation? So I personally think that you should, at least, if you know you're that fussy about stuff, like that must be your deal breaker type of thing. And if you know you're not that fussy about stuff, I personally feel like when you are truly in love with a person, it has to get to a point where you think to yourself, I love or I want to have kids. But hypothetically speaking, let's say this person does not or is not able to have kids. Will I ever be okay with that? Those are really important questions you should ask yourself than pressurizing a person and putting them underneath pressure to have kids. So it's a similar situation here. Uzithobile wants a baby, guys, except Uzithobile has shared that she actually has PCOS. PCOS is an ovary syndrome, and normally with ovary syndrome, guys, it makes it difficult for you to fall pregnant. Not that you can't have children, right? Some they can't have children altogether, but cases are different. But normally you'll have difficulties with having children when you have PCOS syndrome. Now Thami is telling that to his friend. I don't know how to feel about it. One thing about Thami is extremely honest, guys. Thami is not like Ukut, or Thami will not blindside you. Thami will tell you what he wants of you. And I think I appreciate that so much, because whatever decision Uzithobile gets to make on decision day, she knows what's expected of her. She knows when it comes to, for instance, that her husband is going to want not one, but several children from her. So I need her to really make a selfish decision for herself, because she can see that, Thami is a lot, and Thami is not afraid to voice out the things that he really wants. That guy is unapologetic, guys. When he wants something, listen, Thami is the king of the castle that he thinks he is. So I don't know how to feel with the fact that he's speaking about fertility issues so openly. I mean, maybe if that's his close friend, that's a different thing. I mean, it's fine, but it's on television. It's on television, and I don't know. The conversation is something that was had off camera, so I don't know how comfortable am I in the fact that he's discussing his fertility issue or her fertility issues with us. But at the same time, I want to get to this is a reality show, guys, and these are his genuine concerns. So Utami basically says that one thing that concerns him. Remember when Uzitobile was having a meetup with her family and some of Tami's family, and I said there was a question that came from. There was actually a comment that came from Tami's uncle regarding polygamy, which Tami is too handsome to be alone and not and whatnot. And apparently, there was also a question from Uzitobile's family. Now, Uzitobile has said, which she is not for polygamy, you guys. Now, what Tami is basically saying, if this girl or if my wife, Uzitobile, is having problems with fertility, then we're seen to traditionally, I must take a second wife who's going to basically be able to bear the children that she can't bear for me. That type of situation. So he's saying that she has a problem, and I don't know how comfortable am I even with that word problem, because I'm just like, yo, guys, like when it comes to fertility issues, it's such a sensitive issue, and sometimes you have to be careful with the words that you use. But anyway, yeah, because someone's gonna say valid is a problem, but that's that. So he says that so if she has a problem, then she must be willing to meet me halfway. And I don't know, you guys. That's why I'm just like, I love the progress that Uzitobile and Utami have made. But when it comes to this issue, guys, it is such a big thing. I don't know if, like, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Uzitobile is eventually gets one child and, struggles to get that one child. Is Tammy still going to want many children from her? Because it looks like it's into that Tammy, like it's not going to end with one child. So I feel like eventually it's going to get to the polygamy thing. Remember, even before we spoke about this fertility issue thing, Utami on day one when he met Uzitobile, he brought up the polygamy thing. So that's why I'm saying I love Uzitobile and Utami, but I need Uzitobile to make a very selfish decision when it comes to herself. She knows the things that she can bear. Is she able to bear a man who's going to be on her ear telling her that he wants much more children? And if she's not comfortable in having much more children, like more than one child, or if she's not able to have children, she needs to be honest with herself. Is she comfortable in allowing her husband to take a second wife? Yo, I guys, this one, I noma sokuthiwa siyabathanda, guys, and like I just need her to really make a conscious decision. Even the advice that her mother was giving her mother said, don't make a decision for me. Because Uzitobile says that she feels like this decision of whether she's going to stay married to Utami or not, she feels like she's making it partially for her mother because her mother has grown so close with Utami. And the mother was like, no, put yourself first. Don't make a decision for me. Make a decision for you. So I need her to make a decision for her. I know they are really at a good place, but there's some things, guys, they really are a deal breaker and they are worth walking away from a relationship for. And I think this is one of them. I honestly think this is one of them. Unless she wants to go into a marriage being hopeful that one day Utami is going to change and he's going to grow to a point of, saying whether she can give me children or not, I'm going to love her like that. Or even if she can just give me one child, I am enough with Uzitobile. I don't want anything else. And I don't see that happening. And listen, I would not even put that on Thami because he has been clear with what he wants from the get-go. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this wishy-wishy situation. Your guys, like, it is such a difficult one, in all honesty. Tell me what you think about this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.